Hi, welcome back to Homeschool to Launch. I'm Tanya. I want to talk to you today about how college for all became the default path for most parents. I know we have 6 kids, and until very recently, I just thought all of them would go to college. But when did this everyone should go to college become the default advice? Because it wasn't always this way. My husband and I graduated high school in the 1980s, and at least in my California school, everyone was college bound. And so I did a bit of research on when this shift happened, and the timeline is very eye-opening. So it goes back to 1944, when the GI Bill came out. This made college accessible to millions of veterans. So it normalized higher education as a pathway to upward mobility, and it also set the precedent for broader college attendance. Then, in 1965, something came along called the Higher Education Act, and this expanded federal funding for college. It made higher education more affordable through grants and loans, and I'm sure you're all familiar with those grants and loans. High schools increasingly incorporated college counseling, and that's where you started to get guidance counselors who pretty much promoted college as essential for success. I have to share something with you. My father taught in inner city of Los Angeles, and when he started teaching in the 1960s, there were 30 shop classes available. When he was retired 30 years later, there was 1. So that just is an example of how high school started looking at the trades and then focused almost entirely on college. 1970s and 80s come along, and the college degree is the primary route to stable, well-paying career. That's what everybody told you. High school curricula started aligning explicitly with college prep, think AP courses. Counselors would actively encourage higher education as the default path for everybody. And then 1990s to the present, college for all is the mindset, and it's fully entrenched. Over 60% of high school graduates enroll in college. Schools are integrated college prep into core missions now. The SAT and the ACT became central to the process. But what's the problem? Well, the world has changed dramatically since then. Today's economy is creating incredible opportunities for skilled trades, entrepreneurs, creative professionals. You can bypass the traditional college route entirely. And one thing I talk about in my course is the extreme cost of college loans. Most kids are graduating college right now with around $37,000 in loan debt or more. So don't let outdated thinking trap your teen. The college path might not serve them. Homeschool parents totally have the freedom to think outside the box, so use it. Now, if you want, check out my free 4-year high school planning checklist in the description, and I would talk about all kinds of different ideas of going on, not just college. You can hit the subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for joining me.